Hi, welcome to the podcast for When the Curves Line Up for March 25, 2024, featuring a worm moon penumbral eclipse. Please see the article that includes diagrams of today's events on the website at whenthecurveslineup.com. Text by Jeffrey L. Hunt. In Chicago, sunrise occurs at 6:45 a.m. Central Daylight Time, followed by sunset at 7:09 p.m. A worm moon penumbral eclipse occurs during this morning's early hours. A few minutes before the calendar day begins, the moon starts to pass through the outer layer of Earth's shadow. By 2:12 a.m. CDT, the moon is completely within the penumbral shadow, but the moon's light is reduced only slightly. The moon is at the full phase at 2 a.m., when it is opposite the sun. Planets and moons cast two round shadows, resembling a target, into space from sunlight. The center shadow, known as the umbra, is dark and the sun is not visible. When the moon passes by at a full phase, it can be partly eclipsed or sunlight is completely blocked by Earth. When the moon slips through the outer shadow, the penumbra, the eclipse is not easily spotted, such as this morning's eclipse. The observer's handbook states that this is usually not noticed until 2/3 of the moon is in the penumbra. This occurs approximately 1:25 a.m. CDT. After the peak time, the moon moves out of the shadow, leaving the penumbra at 4:34 a.m. CDT. Here is today's planet forecast. In the morning sky. An hour before sunrise, the worm moon is less than 15 degrees up in the west-southwest and less than 20 degrees to the lower right of Spica, meaning the ear of corn, Virgo's brightest star. 3 planets are awash in bright morning twilight. Mars continues to slowly emerge from the sun's glare. It gains 1 minute of rising time compared to sunrise every 3 to 4 days, rising this morning at 70 minutes before the sun. At 40 minutes before daybreak, the red planet is visible through a binocular, nearly 5 degrees above the horizon. The sky is too bright to see it without optical help. Rising 42 minutes before the sun, Saturn is lost in the bright twilight of the approaching daybreak. In contrast, Venus is bright. Rising 8 minutes after Saturn, the planet is 3 degrees above the east-southeast horizon at 15 minutes before sunrise. It can be found, but it is an extremely challenging view. In the evening sky, Mercury continues in its best evening exhibition of the year. At 45 minutes after sundown, it is nearly 10 degrees up in the western sky and over 20 degrees to the lower right of bright Jupiter. The planet sets nearly 100 minutes after sundown for the next 2 evenings and then begins to lose 3 to 4 minutes of setting time compared to sunset. As the planet retreats, it is dimmer. Currently it is bright enough to shine through the colorful hues of evening twilight. Use a binocular to initially locate it. At 1 hour after sundown, the bright moon, 99% illuminated, is above the east-southeast horizon. By 3 hours after nightfall, the lunar orb is over 20 degrees above the horizon and 8.5 degrees above Spica. During the night, the pair is farther westward from Earth's rotation. Tomorrow morning, notice the proximity of the moon and Spica. This evening attempt to find Uranus in the same binocular field with bright Jupiter. Place the Jovian giant toward the bottom of the field. Locate brighter stars Sigma, Pi, and Rho in Aries. The star Delta is toward the top of the field. Aquamarine Uranus is toward the upper left, near the stars 53 and 54 in Aries. They might be washed out by the moonlight. Star 53 is distinctly bluish, while 54 is rosy, similar to Delta's hue. Thank you for listening. Please read the articles at whenthecurveslineup.com.